Hello, my fellow assassins. I still need to work on that frickin' intro. Today, we will be looking at, well, kind of a mixture of mods, but in reality, we're looking at one big mod. So, I have a few mods on this world just to make it a little easier for me to build stuff that I want to build. Now, as you can see, the skin doesn't look as it should. The eyes aren't too wide. However, this mod review today is about the Legends mod. At least, the villain side of things as far as we have. Now, if I remember correctly, there are a few villains that I can use. There's the Joker, the Scarecrow, Zoom, and Dr. Zoom, both versions, both Reverse Flash versions, all three Black Flash, Captain Cold, the Turtle, Heatwave, Zod, if I remember correctly, all three versions of Black Adam, Abomination, and Red Hulk. Now, hold on. Sorry. I'm turning a bunch of sounds down because I know last time y'all couldn't hear me that well. So I'm going to tune the music down to like 25. Maybe that'll be a little easier to hear me. But yeah, so the first suit we'll be checking out, and yes, I'm using Security Craft because, well, it's a good mod. Now, the first person we're going to be checking out is the Joker. And yes, the suits do come with damage variations, so I will also be taking those, and I will be showing those to you after I show you the normal variations moves. Ugh. I love organizing my inventory. Okay, so as you can see, the skin changes. It is not like a normal suit of armor. In this mod, it is your skin at that point. So, the only thing that would really change is what you look like to everybody else. Like, it's still armor, you just look different. If that makes sense. And I'm gonna also give you a look at the back. Speakers. Okay, so that is the Joker suit without its abilities. Now, these abilities are also technically time-based, so... And just in case there are multiple versions of the suit, I'm going to do this. Now, this has the acid flower. I need to find a prey. Now, no, the suit cannot fly. I'm just looking for prey. Piggy piggy. Okay, so acid flower. Maybe it doesn't work. I got a knife. I got a gun. Maybe my controls are off? Oh. I was in a different version of Minecraft, so I can see this happening. Security craft. There we go. There's the acid flower. Does this. Breaks blocks. Then there's shoot gun, which can insta-kill a pig. Throwing card. Which looks like that. Now, that does cause bleeding. Okay, so the grenade. And it's still conflicting. Adventure backpack. I don't know. There. Now that's a pretty big explosion. Now the knife. Simple as that. Then there's pickpocket, which I assume would be a lot easier from a criminal, but I guess I just stole 2 ham from him or something. But as you can see, I did the left button and it pickpocketed them. Now there is the special attack, which is the Joker Venom, which is that. Which does this. Oh, never mind, I guess it didn't want to do it to me. But then it also has... Yeah, come on. Okay, Joker, I know you can be better than this. But the Joker also has this. They can roll. And now that I've shown you all the abilities, I forgot one freaking thing. The portable modular device. He is a dark. His class is controller. He has speed 2 and sprinting, strength 5, acrobatics, fortitude. So the acid flower becomes the bang when shooting the gun. Which makes it a prank gun. Now, as I told you, we're going to be going over the different looks of Joker. Now, there are 3 different damage variations for every suit. So, there's not any damage, which is all the way on the left. There's the middle amount of damage, and then there's ultra damage. Now, I probably won't be making videos on this that often because of ultra damage. It took me maybe a few hours just to damage all these. Which, I mean, I don't mind doing. It just takes up a lot of time that I could be spending to make stuff for this mod and make videos. So I don't mind it. I just probably won't do it that often. And right now I'm pretty sure we're only doing Batman villains. So, yeah, we're only doing Batman villains. So, onto the Scarecrow now. Once again, he has one of these. And once again, he has speed 2 and sprinting, strength 5, health 20. He's a controller, so he can roll. His alter ego is Jonathan Crane. Now, he has Fear Gas. Obsession, which I can't seem to figure out, as both Scarecrow have it and a few other characters, like from the horror mod. Well, the horror part of the mod. I can't seem to figure that out. There is there is violent dancing, which I believe you need the scythe out for. Or you just need a victim. Ah yes, a nearby pig. Violent dancing. Okay, I don't know how to get violent dancing to work, I'm gonna be honest. Then there is the terror aura, which basically just spews a bunch of crap out around you and says, oh yeah, you're gonna get scared. Basically, if I go to somebody, they basically see a stronger version of me, I guess, is what would be considered. But all the Batman villains have grenades, obviously. I can pickpocket. Now, there's Fear Unbound, which is the J key for me, which turns me into a giant, makes me spew tear gas or whatever it's called, and then I also have Roll. Now, like I said, it also has its damage counterpart. They tend to all have a damage counterpart, which I don't mind. So, put the scythe away. I don't mind doing the damage counterparts either. Now, it might not be as easy to see. Okay, but now it's a lot easier to see. And same with this. The mask is ripped. It's a lot easier to see. Also, some of the noises in-game today are a bit weird, and I'm staying up till 2 in the morning doing this, because I hate myself, apparently. And yes, I am floating a little bit. That is because my character is a Force user, meaning I am a Jedi. I could also be a Sith, you'll never know. Ah yes, Reverse Flash. My favorite of these idiots. Now I will show you his moves, because his moves and the normal Flash's moves will all be the same. So there's clearly Arm Vortex, which, yeah, there's increased speed, which causes lightning and that. And here is where you'll get to see what I've built for y'all. I'm going to decrease my speed. I'm going to walk in. Now, this is 100 blocks long on either side. And at 60 blocks, I can run all the way around. Now, remember, this is 60 blocks a second. So, yeah. I'm walking 1 block a second, 21. Now, the maximum you can go if you want to phase is 30. So I'm vibrating. But you need to do 2 do that. But another thing you need to learn is to wall run. Now, I'm phased, phasing through the walls. Shoot. Let's see my alternate self. Cool. You right click to stop it. Now, heightened perception is a little different. Let's say it's all the way up at 30. Now, I move normally looking, or so it seems, while everybody else is moving slowly. At least to me, it looks like I'm moving normally. Like, it looks like I'm moving at this speed when I use heightened perception. Oh, if only it would load. And then there's obviously Chest Burster, which is clear. If you've watched the show, I won't give you any spoilers, but somebody gets chest bursted. Though that episode has been long released. It's in like the second season, I believe. So yeah, and then he has the ability to block. Okay, there we go. He has the ability to block. That is because he is a tank. Now, the alternate classes, if I remember correctly, are tank, control, and then there's one other that I can't necessarily remember. Now, I'm just going to show you the main suits at this point, because I don't really feel like showing all of the bad suits, if you get my point. But that's the normal suits. Now, I don't have to show like a million different suits, so I'm just going to grab all of them. Now, as you can see, all the suits are different. It's almost like I was just talking about that. But yeah, so for certain suits, like Black Flash, there is no damage variation, because Black Flash can't, Black Flash, not Black Flash, Black Flash can't necessarily be damaged. Which is opposite of probably real life, the actor. Because that's a role that could damage your career if not done right. But the next person is Zoom. Let's hope my camera didn't stop. My camera's still going, surprisingly. I've been having camera troubles, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, I'm trying to be really quiet because it's 3:14 in the morning. And I tend to record late, as you could probably tell by me saying the time. And yes, I am snatching the suits out like this, because I am kind of lazy. Even though I have a freaking key card. Now, Zoom is... all of the Flash characters are similar. They all have arm vortex, decrease speed increase, vibrate, wall run phase, and heightened perception. Now, he has block, because he's a tank, obviously. However, he has snappy shockwave, which is that. Now, as you can probably tell, not all Flash have that. Not all characters in the show have it. Okay, so as you see Zoom, something might look a little weird. He's all black. How am I going to see his damage? You'll see in a moment. At least for the last one. Now, here he is normally. Here he is slightly damaged. Now, as you can see, the eyebrows on the head are fine. However, his forehead looks slightly discolored, just as does the rest of him. Now, the eyebrows are gone, and they're over on this side. His costume has melted ever so slightly, as well as some more damage to the back of the leg, the head, etc. Now, it took me a while to be like, oh, he's damaged? Question mark? And then I realized, oh, that's actually pretty neat. Though that's, once again, that's just me being me. And right now we're just going over all the Flash villains, so yeah. Next we'll be going over, well, after we finish the Flash villains anyway, is what I mean by next. Oh, this new chair is comfortable, but Jesus, can it be uncomfortable? Now we'll be going over all the variations of Black Flash. The comic book one, the DC one, and when I say comic book, I mean original comic, and we're going over DC version 1 and 2. Now, if I remember correctly, the only two things it has different is the Enter Speed Force and then Fatal Blow, which disintegrates speedsters. Now, I'm not going to enter the Speed Force, because it's literally just a tube of a dimension, and, well, I can never remember how to get out. I will show that at the end of the video, because I know everybody's going to want to see it. But Fatal Touch is basically you put your hand through the heart. It's basically just that again. And then there's Block because it's a tank. Obviously, I'm really good at this mod review stuff. Now, my face is like this because some of the suits it doesn't look good if it's my normal Minecraft face. Like the one you saw for the 1.12 mod review. Now, we are still on Flash villains, even though he's not necessarily a villain, per se. No, this is the version 2. Because for some reason the legs decided to disappear. Fucking boots. Now, the next person we're going to be showing off is Frosty. Captain Cool. Or as I call him, Captain Frosty. Now, I am going to be floating away, because I know what his attacks do. Same thing for Heatwave, and both Abomination and Red Hulk. Okay, so, he has ice attacks, but, okay, so Pickpocket, you get to steal an item from somebody, obviously. Now, the Cold Gun. Now, it is clearly made to perfection. Now, it has Ice Beam, which turns blocks to ice. Arctic Barrage. That hurts my ears. It has the Ice Shield. The Ice Shard. Where the hell is the Ice Shard? Ice Grenade. That's the Ice Shard? There's the Ice Grenade. Now, it usually explodes, but I don't know why it didn't. There it goes. Now, watch what happens when you walk on any of these. Yeah, you break one, it's all gone. Now, for absolute zero. Because that completely destroys the gun. And then obviously the control class has roll. So there's that version, and this version. Now, I know not every design is super intuitive on if it's damaged or not, but you gotta give them credit. The team isn't huge. I mean, it's big, but it's not like most of Minecraft big. Plus, they're only on 7.0. They're working on 7.0 right now, so some of the stuff, even if it isn't intuitive, it's nice to learn. Now, the thing that I probably wouldn't figure out normally is, one, how to get the stuff. I feel like there should be quests or something added to this mod, as there are multitude of mods. Well, a multitude of things in this mod, like horror, there's superheroes, there's kaijus, there's Star Wars. I feel like there should be a multitude of things added to this mod that aren't in it. But that's just me. Now, once again, he has roll because he's a control character. Which, if you're in first person, it just looks like a little sprint. But pickpocket, obviously, is just pickpocket. Now there's the heat gun. Now, they put a lot of love into these characters, and you can tell that. And it's really fun to play around with the characters. Now, I am only getting to play around with them now because I was setting up the mod review, setting up that area you just saw me run through. Now, flamethrower, obvious. Fire barrage, the concussive blast, the heat wave, clearly, the firebomb, and then I want to get somewhere where this is nice and easy to see. The ring of fire. And then there's the roll. Now, mind you, like I said, this took like an hour or two to do. Like, getting all these suits to the way they are. Now, this is Heatwave non-damaged, Heatwave partially damaged, Heatwave fully damaged. Like I said, sometimes the damage isn't perfect, but if pork chops were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs. Steven Universe quotes. Gotta love them for when you don't want to answer questions in comments. I'm honestly just making this at like 3 in the morning, so I really just don't want to do anything afterwards besides sleep. Now, the turtle is interesting. I still haven't quite figured out how he works. So, I obviously know he has his force field. He's slow. About as slow as a normal human. He has his kinetic drain, which I guess is supposed to give him super speed. He has kinetic swipe. He has a rocket shell. He has a grenade, clearly, because he needs that grenade. He has shell defense, which is basically just hiding in a shell, obviously. He has pickpocket, which I'm pretty sure all villains do at this point, except for the first speedsters, and then pulse wave, which I guess I couldn't see or something. But he also has roll, so he's also control. Now, some of these suits look a little funky. if I do say so myself. Especially these wide ones. Now, once again, it's going to be kind of hard to see any differences unless you turn today. See, nothing, something, definitely something. Now, it's not always easy to tell when something is damaged, clearly, as nobody's noticed I'm damaged yet. Bad jokes all around. But it's not easy to tell if something's damaged or not. Well, there is a way to make sure something's not damaged. Now, both the Black Flashes, Abomination, and Red Hulk don't take any damage. Now, we're moving on to Superman's enemy, General Zod. Now, I think heat vision is just funked up in this, because instead of it being red, for me, it's black and white. So, excuse it. But it's literally just this. Then there's Freeze Breath. Which does that. Once again, if you break it. There's Super Breath. Telescopic Vision. There's the Ground Pound. There's Heightened Perception, which is the Flash again. There's X-Ray Vision. Which is that. I see the pigs and all that. Then there's Kryptonian Combatant, which, if I remember correctly, is two-hand fighting. Yeah. Then there is Block, because, once again, it's a tank. Also, apparently they changed mutton in this. Oh, no, wait. Oh, I should get out of there, because I started a forest fire. Now, that's not something you would do in real life. Only in Minecraft are you allowed to start a forest fire and get away with it. Now, no, this doesn't seem like much, but the cape is torn. That's one of like 3 differences with this one than this one. The cape is torn, and that's about it. Shoot. But yeah, next time I will probably go over the Flash, seeing as we went over mostly his villains and one of Batman's. I think we went over like 2 of Batman's, and all the rest are freaking his, except for like 4 of them. Like 6 of them, yeah, like actually, not even just like 6 of them are the Flash's villains. 6 of them are other people's villains. Now I'm just gonna show you the Black Adam suit I think is coolest. I will actually have to go in here for the damaged variants. Now, for all 3 of the Black Adam suits, and for even the Shazam suits, you don't really need the hood. It just looks a little more, like, put together with the hood, if that's the only way to say it. The hood brings the look all together, basically. Also, it has a really sick cape. Now, obviously the super jumps. So, it's another tank. There's Lightning Bolt. There's Lightning Strike. Combat, which brings out both hands. There is toss. Need to find an animal to do that. There is lightning oppression, which summons lightning on you. Thunderclap, obviously. Lightning mode, which both him and Shazam have. Then there's lightning barrage. As well as the block. And if I remember correctly, we only have 2 more. Now, this isn't as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it would take so much longer, but maybe not. Oh. The suit is actually bleeding. Great. But yeah, both Red Hulk and Abomination don't take physical damage, at least from the looks of it. Now, for Abomination, you can't transform back into human, because neither can Abomination. Red Hulk, you can, and the other Hulk, you can. And other Hulk, I mean the original. And anyway, if I remember correctly, both of them are just tanks. Now, there is... This one's definitely going to cause some damage, so... Okay, so, there's Scatter Shot. Maybe I transform to do that one? What does that even do? What does Scatter Shot do? Okay, so I don't know what Scatter Shot does. Never figured that out. Now, there's Smash. You meant to do that, which is you hit the ground and it smashes, obviously. You just saw Thunderclap. I don't know how to do Toss, but I can try. You've seen me transform. Now, the Leap, Heated Rage, basically fire under my feet. Or everything's more destructive, if I remember correctly. And then there's Block, because he's a tank. And if I remember correctly, Abomination should have something similar. Yep. Except instead of Transform, and instead of the ultimate, I guess you would call it, they have Gamma Tracking, which I believe needs other Gamma players around, and then Blinding Blows, which is the 2 hands. Now, for Abomination, I believe that you need 2 players, at least. One with a Hulk and one with an Abomination to be able to track them. Now, I'm not certain of that, nor am I certain that this video will get posted. But if it does, I just have to say, thank you for watching. I will go over more in the future. Ask me which part you want. Do you want the Star Wars mod? Do you want the Star Wars suits? Do you want the lightsabers, like the legacy suits for it? Do you want more of the heroes, like DC? Because I will do the Flash or something. I will have you choose a specific hero, and if there's only like 4 of them, I'll do multiple. Do you want me to do Iron Man? We have 21 suits of those that I can go over in multiple episodes. Spider-Man, I can mostly go over in an episode or 2. We have Venom, etc., etc. Now, I want you guys to tell me what you want to watch next, and I will see what I can do. But anyway, guys, that's all for today, and peace out.